Hello everyone. How are we all doing today? Space Nerd, Raven, Arcanist, and Zeta, it is good to see all of you. We're off to stab the Shogun! The former Shogun. Look, he sucks. Hello, Jakista. So yes, welcome everyone to the final episode of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yay! We did it. It looks like there still is a decent amount of stuff for us to do in the game, but the goals are broadly stab the last guy, stab the last two guys, and then right, find some spooky aberrations and figure out if there's a metaplot of any substance. The codex entries. That seems to be our orders of business here. So we can just hang out, have a good time, see what we uncover. And yeah. I don't have a lot to talk about, but apologies for being, your prediction of the previous Shogun as the main bad guy correct? Yep. Extremely predictable outcome, but, here we are. But yes, the Ashikaga Shogun was in fact the main bad guy. We were also correct, by the way, that the MacGuffin, the thing in the box, was Amaterasu's Magatama. So one of the imperial regalia of Japan. So isn't that fun and exciting? Anyway, ooh, fancy, right? Do you think? Do we count those for bingo or not because they aren't equipable? I mean, tactically, no. Tactically, no. But I really want to. Well, we actually don't know if it's not equipable yet. It might be still equipable. There's a chance. There's a universe in which it becomes... we can still get it. But I was expecting us to get the Shichishito or the what's-its-face, the grass cutter sword. And we didn't. We did get the Muramasa sword. But like... so we're yeah. Yes, the Kusanagi. No Tsurui? Is that it? Whatever, Susanoo's sword. We did get a Muramasa though, so it feels like we keep walking very close to that bingo card and we keep not getting it. But, you know, after Valhalla just gave us Excalibur as just, like, kind of there, and the Durandal stuck in a well, I was sure. No, Raven, they've already confirmed that the jewel is not an ECU artifact. Right? That's the weird part. The metaplot went out of its way to confirm that the jewel is not an ECU artifact. Valhalla did what now? They stuck the Sword of Roland, the Durandal, in a well. Well, Siege of Paris was sure a video game. And yeah, they put Excalibur underneath Stonehenge. Was there a reason for that, or just reasons? Presumably because they thought Roland tripped and dropped it somehow. That's the best I've got. But yeah, I don't have any other news or anything, so I think we should just wander off into the game. Wait, if the jewel isn't an ESO artifact, why is it the MacGuffin? Because the actual Templar, who's the secret behind the scenes big bad, said it's not an ESO artifact, but it's just as good, and we can use it to manipulate these people. I wouldn't imagine Excalibur as a Viking suitable weapon. Well, this was a great sword, you know, famous longsword or famous weapon type that existed in the Viking Age. And also looked dumb as hell. So, you know, I feel like we might be overthinking this one, chat. But yeah, why don't we just hop on in and get started, because there's a decent amount to get done today. And yeah. Yeah. Hello, Parisian. Hope you are well. Will not be around for long or continuously. That is okay. I appreciate seeing you as often as you can be around. To be fair, Valhalla also had Odin's spear and Thor's hammer as weapons. Exactly. And the Ukanvasara in the paint shop. So anyway, last time we had a sick-ass fight with Takeshi Mitsuhide down at the port. Right there. And, yeah, we had a sick fight with him, where we actually switched characters mid-fight, and it was extremely cool. And then we did that, and we stabbed him, and then Hashiba Hideyoshi rolled up and said, "Good job. I'm going to cut off his head now." Okay, thanks, bye. And that is the extent of Hashiba Hideyoshi that appears in this video game. He had a cool hat. That's got to count for something. Anyway. Question for everyone. Do we want to get started by doing the main plot and just like quick running off and killing somebody? Or do we want to wander around like fools and procrastinate our one and only job? We have the power. We could do it. They can't force us to do our jobs. It's an open world game. They'd never think about doing that. Are there any conspiracy boards left that don't take ages to do? I have to wait till nighttime for this one. We know nothing about these guys. We haven't even started these guys. We haven't even started these guys. We finished that one. No, there are no convenient conspiracy boards left for us to do. We still don't know what these are the fake Yamabushi. We just have we finally stabbed Takeshi Mitsuhide? I have great news for you. It was a sick fight. We got to play as both Yasuke and Naoe. Yasuke had a much easier time of it. And then it turned out that the bad guy is Ashikaga Yoshiaki. We were mildly shocked by this. What? The deposed Shogun is the bad guy in a Sengoku Jidai video game? I know, right? No one could have possibly predicted this. Neo 2 at least breaks the mold by having his ghost teach you dual wielding instead. Incredible, no notes. It's either that or Evil Wizard Oda Nobunaga. Exactly. There's really just not that many options for who gets to be the bad guy. Actually, that is kind of funky. Right? A time period that is really summed up by everyone sucks here. And it's always like the same two people that are the bad guys. Like, I feel like we don't even get Hideyoshi as a bad guy all that often, even though he's the worst. He has a good hat, though, so maybe that's why. Neo 2 has Hideyoshi as both the protagonist and the villain. Huge. Incredible. No notes. Spider-Man pointing dot meme. He gets the role of a silly monkey boy who did totally not go commit atrocities in Korea. Definitely not. Man will never throw away 200,000 lives for absolutely no gains. The identity of Toyotomi Hideyoshi is split by two people. That's so stupid, I adore it. Math, I did not know that. That's so dumb. I love it dearly. Like, no, I'm trying to make that make sense and it just doesn't work. Neo 2 also posits that the reason why Toyotomi Hideyoshi was so awful is because an evil wizard made him do it. Truly groundbreaking historical commentary out of our video games. You get good hats and good spoofs, so I regret nothing. I think it's a perfect video game. We just are going to ignore the main plot. You also get Abe no Seimei teaching you magic approximately 500 years after he died. Well, yeah. What's the point of magic if not to let you become a ghost? Like, come on. And or a zombie and or just immortal. In any universe. Well, I seem to have wound up in a dead end, so time travel kinda sorta. Also valid. That's... Why am I zooming in randomly? Game, are you okay? Okay, it seems to have calmed down. Is it Neo 1 or Neo 2 that has a Genpei War DLC? Neo 2? Incredible. You know, it's only, what? Well, 1192, 582, 1582. Almost exactly 400 years. Almost exactly 400 years offset. There's a mountain in between here and there. God damn it. I'm trying to just actually ride over like a reasonable person instead of just warping in and ending it. But I keep getting baited by how many mountains there are. Neo was more grounded with Demon Hunter William Adams. Exactly. First one is Genpei War, second one is Heian period, third one has you taking the place of Sakanoi no Tamuramaro. Sure. Keep going further back in time with each installment. Cool. So, that makes me realize that when we resume to our chronology, we're just gonna get into... We're gonna get into a lot of trouble. For the fairly simple reason that, we don't have a good option for a 13th century. Well, technically speaking, all of those are Heian. Well, true. But, not, like, actually useful. And also, a Muromachi period game. Oh, hey. You can't hear the game? Huh? That was weird. Yeah, no, it just turned out... Ghost of Tsushima is Kamakura. Game was not muted, game was just quiet. I don't know why. I didn't touch anything from previous streams. Oh, good. I don't even get a... chat. Okay. I was gonna try and, like, lean into what I'm good at. But that's okay. He seems very, chill about this. He seems...
将軍少なくともかつてそう称えられたものであろう。
私の父を殺めた卑怯者じゃ。 愚か者は戦うことしか考えぬが、賢き者は目先の勝利よりその先の利を取ろう。そなたの勝ちじゃ。宝を持ってゆくがよい。
神器は中にあるのか。
このわしにも恐れ多く感じるものはある。箱がどこにあれど、中には宝珠がなくては。そなたの立ち直りの速さを侮っておったぞ。そのためにわしは全てを失ってしもうた。
He seems very relaxed about this.
父と約束した。私は約束を守る。
あっぱれな心がけじゃ。それはそなたのためとなろ
何故そうたやすく渡すのだ。
う。わしが生きて戻るため、そなたらに和議を申し入れたい。これはその初めの一手。
ならん。お前にはここで死んでもらう。
若き伊賀者よ。そなたの真の望みは仇討ちではなかろう。他の影のものを探しておると聞いておる。
Is he going to lead us at the other at the Templars?
手首の隠し刃を使う者をな。今は互いの望みを話し合うぞ。座るがよい。
どこだ。
生きて逃がすと約束すれば居所を教えてやろ
Yeah, I'm still stressed.
う。わしの密偵はそやつが煙のように消えたことに感心しておった。
Specifically, he knows of our mother.
この影に追われると知りながら嘘をつくとでも思うか。わしはそれで痛い目を見たばかりなのだぞ、侍よ。
わかった。約束しよう。
I wonder if this was a canon mode, if this is a canon mode moment.
大和の坂船石じゃ。
行くぞ。
まだだ。それがしは何も約束しておらぬ。
Oh,
貴様は我が主の死に加担した。このまま済まされると思うな。
織田信長のような戦狂いのうつけこそ世の敵であろう。どれ
Huh.
ほどの民を殺めたことか。あのよう
What?
な者が
Chikista?
力を持って相争い
Huh?
100年余りにわたって祭りごとを揺るがしてきたのじゃ。
わは
世をしたのはあやつらよ。天下を治むるにふさわしきはこのわしじゃ。わしが乱れたよう
No, sir.
元の位を取り戻そうとしただけのこと。
ゆえに加藤衆が託されておった箱を奪ったと。
あれには不可思議な力が宿るという。それを使うて世直しをし、日の本の行く末を守るはずであった。
だがそれを貴様は売った。
ああ、あれがただの商人やイエズス会ではないことはそなたも知っている。
Huh?
そなたはかねてよりテンプル騎士団を追っておるのであろう。わしを殺すことよりもあの者らが滅びることこそそなたの
He's
本懐
smart.
であろうか。
I hate to admit it. Yoshiaki's smart.
奴らの同類か。この命を助けるというならば知っておることを教えよう。
デュアルテ・デメロならばすでに見つけておる。奴隷戦での悪行三昧ももう終わりだ。
ただの鉱山による白金御前を訪ねるがよい。お主らに親身になってくれるやもしれぬ。
もう十分だ。
百騎衆なき今、お前には何の力もない。箱を追う偉人どもに殺されるがいい。
されど箱を持っておるのはわしではなくそなたらだ。先にそなた
I think he's gonna get to live.
それが皆のためとなろう。
奴らを恐れておるのだな。
Well, alright. Fine. It's fine.
信長様はさような者らを恐れることはなかった。あのお方の名は永久に。
And he doesn't historically die until 1597.
死せば忘れられよう。
I guess.
望むものは得られた。
We stuck with historical reality. How dare we?
まだ終わりではない。
ああ、こたびのことを受け、互いにまだ進むべき道がある。箱を奪われ、どれほど命が失われたことか。
数えきれません。じゃが、無駄にはせぬ。
重い務めも分かち合えば軽くなろう。
I recommend retiring into a monastery, sir. Like, more into a monastery. I recommend doing even more. Oh, good. Oh, good. There's so many! What do you mean? There's so many left. But anyway. Remind me of how people were mad we couldn't kill Alfred the Great in Valhalla after everything we did to... Yeah, the difference is that there is not a enormous like national mythology around Yoshiaki. Like, right. I'm sorry. People do not mythologize Ashikaga Yoshiaki in the way they do Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, or Tokugawa Ieyasu. It's just not that... Not that much in it. People do mythologize Alfred the Great. That much. Also, Yoshiaki doesn't historically kick your ass and retake you have your territory a week after the game ends. Also true. What a weird choice. You know, the longer I sit on that, the weirder that gets. Right? Hi, yes, let's have our great and glorious Assassin's Creed Viking game where your whole job is to cover your map in how cool we are with our friends and allies in the Vikings. Also, by the way, this literally collapses the second the game ends. Huh. Seeing what happened with the Ireland DLC, I'm not sure if that dev team had what could be described as plans or good ideas. They had ideas. They simply they existed. He still very much has an arrow out sticking out of him. I'm going to be real. I remember this flashback to the beginning of the game.
帝が我ら加藤州へと託されたのだ。守れと。なれど、それも遠い昔、つゆと出会った頃だ。
So what happened to the other boxes?
つゆはある一派に属した南蛮人のな。
What
その者らは資格を
what happened to the other two boxes?
桃地様の力を借り
There's because the regalia are the swords, the mirror, and the jewel.
そしてつゆは伊賀に残り、半蔵やわしと共に三太夫様の弟子に。
So
だが、すぐに死となってしまった。皆その一派に誓いを立てたのだ。それを話しておくべきであった。お前はあまりに母に似ておる。同じ道をたどってしまうのをわしは案じていたのだ。
are we gonna acknowledge the fact that there should be 2 more boxes?
仁義を守ることがわしらの誓いだった。されど
Or are we just gonna be like,
つゆを愛した。そしてお前が生まれ、何よりも大切となった。幾年かは安泰だった。
man, the regalia are so cool. Good thing they weren't drowned along with the child emperor in the civil war 300 years ago. Oh, definitely not. Yeah, no. It's definitely the original copies of the regalia.
影から新たな敵が現れた。味方の者は殺され、仁義は奪われた。生き残ったのは三太夫様、つゆ、そして半蔵だけ。だがつゆは宝珠を取り戻した。そしてわしに一人で宝珠を守ることを誓わせたのだ。つゆはもう一つの
Oh, good.
仁義
Oh,
も
good. We are acknowledging it.
だが
She just disappeared.
その後、三太夫様からつゆは死んだと胸裂く思いだった。
I hope I don't get DMCA'd for this. This feels like this is a special fun commission move. Why are the assassins the keepers of the regalia? Because the emperor just is so cool and good and trusts us. You know, the emperor who definitely definitely exists and has no, Chikista, don't give them credit yet. Don't Don't I think there's the same pressure with assassins get personally commended by Queen Victoria for their good work at Check's notes, assassinating a bunch of wealthy industrialists. You know, eviscerating the economic stability of the British throne.
皆思い出した。元はなぜこの重荷を一人で背負おうと。元には私がおったじゃろうに。私がおったの。
Or one lady seeing less secure arrest British woman by Check's notes stabbing a whole bunch of German. Yeah. Yeah.
あの調べ。お母への呼びかけ。
This is a lot of exposition for a late game flashback. The rules.
調べ。
You're not even getting into you. Hey, taking the side of Check's notes, the royal family during Check's notes again, the French Revolution. Nah. What do you mean? Oh, come on, fuck. Neither can I now. Neither can I. Look, using the hidden blade as a key is objectively stupid, but fine. A music lock? Nah. Nah.
語り部らはこの地の神聖なる宝である神器を守るのが使命じゃと書いておった。なぜ帝は宝を加藤衆に託したんじゃ。ともあれ、弟お母はそれを知り
Literally,
ならば私も
we played Zelda's Lullaby on our ocarina and it opened the dungeon door. Oh good, there's nothing here. Just in case you thought we might get something out of this flashback. Okay. Something, something.
そしてジン
Aren't those just...
王子を返そう
Aren't those just...
約束は果たしたぞ弟
I guess that's how the reconciling Waya Samurai and the assassins are working together.
あなたと農園が伊賀の里を追われたということ
Because it's just like some of the same principles.
私が戻らなかったことよそのわけはあなたにはわからないでしょう隠してきたことはそれだけではありません加藤州が滅びた夜私は死ななかった
Right? The historical Iga was just samurai who were really good at guerrilla warfare. You're correct. But, nope. Hi, Hattori Hanzo. How are you doing? What are you doing here?
それが鍵だとは今日の今日まで幾とせも知らずにいたがな
では弟の笛に応じていたのは
Oh, good.
神器を盗んだのか
いいな家康様が鏡のありかを知り異国の者から奪ったのだ知る者はほとんどおらぬ家康様は
Apparently Ieyasu was based? I don't know. This is goofy.
つまり朝廷に取り入るため
Well, yes.
そうであろうなわしもかなわぬほどの語の
He is Tokugawa Ieyasu.
家康様もわしも異国は奪い尽くすことしか考えておらぬと思う
なら鏡はどうやって
Huh.
あのお方の忠実な家来としてお願いしたまで来いわけを話そう
Cool. So, final game quest to retrieve the sword? Because we need a super sword.
お主とあの南蛮侍に痛く感心された
Oh.
あの男の忠義心を
Uh-huh.
自らと同じく異国の支配者たちを憎んでおると感じられたの
Are we assigning Sakoku to Ieyasu? Are we doing this? Is this what we're doing?
その刃の意味が分かったか
弟お母は直命により神器を守り圧政との
Time to go Merciful. Exactly.
流行るでない
誰も詳しいことを教えてくれん
あの者らは異国の一派日の本を狙う勢力と戦っておった
One must assume the sword fits into a larger box, otherwise that sword is in multiple pieces.
世に光をもたらすためか
家康様はお主にその力があると見ておられる
それで鏡を渡してもらえたのか
鏡が欲しいわけを話したのだ償いのためだと
Cool. Yeah, Hattori Hanzo, please explain. It is a Tsurugi, they're not very large blades. The Emperor clearly is not an oppressive force at any time in Japanese history. Trust.
今度は刃を抜かず心して聞くのだぞ
そうしたいが約束はできん
お主の母の強さと父の慈愛。わしがこの世で大切に思ったのはあの二人だけだ。正康とは兄弟分であったが似ておらんかったと話したであろう。なれど同じところ
We played the song backwards, obviously.
二人ともつゆを愛したのだ。吉祥天の美しさと八幡様の闘志を持った女であった。夢物語を掲げる異国の者たちなどどうでもよく、わしはつゆさえいればよかった。
Like, good, at least they made this man also suck.
何でもできた。されどつゆが選んだのは正康であった。身分の低い地侍だ。わしの受けた傷と恥は計り知れぬ。
お母はそれを知っとったのか。
わしの見栄がそれを阻んだ。わし
So this man, let me be very clear. This man pined from a distance, got jealous of his best friend in the whole wide world, and forgot to actually use his words. And then was upset when she went with the person who did use his words. And has proceeded to be salty about that for the last 20-something years. Just making sure I understand this correctly. That he has been salty for 20-something years because this man didn't use his words. So fun fact, Hattori Hanzo's most famous deed, which we saw in the game, by the way, was probably either made of whole cloth or misattributed to him by the Yiga contingent trying to curry favor with the Tokugawa after the Sengoku period ends. Incredible. Shout out to aggressively mythologized Just a Guy.
誰もがわしを恐れた。鬼半蔵、血に飢えた悪鬼とな。年月が経ち、わしは身分に戻った。わしは今度こそつゆの心を奪えると思うた。
He wasn't promoted in the aftermath of Ieyasu's flight from Kyoto. You know who was? Iya Naomasa, another of his generals. Jesus Christ, this guy sucks so much.
わしと添い遂げるはずの人を奪われたと。そして恐ろしいことをした。
何をしたんじゃ。
謎の勢力が仁義に莫大な
This
邪魔
man.
を出すという話があった。
So you remember something about IDK if you're so this extremely famous event that Hattori Hanzo is known for is after the Honnoji incident. Everyone's kind of freaking out. Tokugawa Ieyasu decides to retreat to his home castles in the Kanto Plain around modern Tokyo. Hattori Hanzo supposedly is in later attribution, is the guy who guides Ieyasu through the mountains of Yiga province into the Kanto.
何者の仕組んだことかは知らなんだが、そんなことはどうでもよかった。あの二人を引き裂けるならばな。それゆえ。
So this man is directly responsible for the whole reason why the Kakashigame Ike is dead.
お主が生まれてつゆは丸くなった。弱くなったのだ。
もう言うな。
すぐに悔やんだ。
Yeah, right? I loved her, I just had no respect for her interests, or life's purpose.
つゆは加藤衆を呼び戻し、仁義を守らせようとした。
じゃが叶わんかった。古墳で皆の屍を見た。
仁義は奪われた。わしは皆を裏切り、三太夫はつゆが死んだと言った。
Do we get to stab this man?
わしは決して信じなかった。
お母を探したの。
Sadly, it's not right bumper to stab.
そしてお主の
It's press X. Actually, it is right. I think it is right bumper if I'm above them, but if I'm in combat, it's different.
わしの恥も膨らんだ。伊賀への
Ah,
の後
whatever. Sadly, he lives for a while longer, and we are in canon mode.
つゆの娘を瓦礫の山の中で死なせるわけにはいかなかったのだ。
では、伊賀で弟に見せた文を半蔵殿が。
正康が宝珠を持っておると敵が考えるのは分かっておった。家康様にお主らの庇護を申し出るも正康に
True.
もはや撃てる手は限られておったのでな。
じゃが百騎衆がすぐに
Requiescat in pace.
お主の父が死んだのは無念であった。親子ともども助けたかったが、まだお主は救える。道を捨てさえすれば。
皆を一つにするが我が道。
それがお主の道か。はぐれ者を集め。
Versus Hanzo, what is your
私の家族じゃ。
家族など足手まとい。
Jesus
そ
Christ?
の弱さがお主の父と
I hope this man dies unpleasantly.
過ちを繰り返すつもりか。
過ちから学ばぬのは誰じゃ。人を妬み、悪鬼の名の他に何を得た。
やり直すためならば何を言われようとも受け入れよう。なおえ父と母の過ちを繰り返すな。
もうたくさんじゃ。私は義に生きる。
わしは死ぬべきなのかもしれん。されどお主の手によってではなく今でもない。
それを決めることは叶うまい。
試すか。されどわしは露の行方を知るまでは死ぬことはできぬ。共に真実を知る。
Junjiro is but an innocent child.
悪鬼の口が弟お母は語るな。
Are we
そのおごりは
extremely stupid?
話はやめるんじゃ。
Yup. Thank you. Hanzo, you have got to have a better bait than this. Like, come on. Give me something to work with here.
何の証を立てんとしている。
千林の命を二度と奪わせはせんという証じゃ。
I am faster than you. Ha. Whack, 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 whack. At least we do get to stab him, right?
一度もない。警部です。
これからもそうとは限らん。
お主を助けたい。
などいらん。
もう良いわ。さあ。
He's a bit late for that, honestly. This man was like, oh yeah, I got it. Don't worry. I got a plan. I got a plan. Yeah!
悪鬼に打ち勝ったな。とどめは刺さぬのか。
Apparently he was a very good field commander. Yeah, rearguard is not a job that you trust the people that you think are, like, bad at it.
わし一人で探す。
そうはさせん。恨みは渦のようなもの。それに我らを巻き込まれた。ここで止める。私と弟にしたことを知ればお母は半蔵殿を許さん。
I'm sure we won't regret not killing him.
私が許さぬ限り。
Ah, I see we're doing the Kazuma Kiryu strategy of making friends. Or of making at least not enemies.
一人で探すのでなく、加藤州に加わり私とお母を探そう。共に。
呼べ。いつでも参る。
Well, that was fun. Now I don't think your mom is going to forgive him. I don't know. She might kill him so fast that he doesn't realize that he got killed. Oh, is that... Okay. That's apparently the last quest in Naoi's personal journey. Until endgame. That's neat. Sure. Yep. If he drops dead from his injuries on the road, it won't matter. I'll deserve it. Then apparently I'm heading way over here. And we'll get to play as extremely dripped out Yasuke. And it'll be awesome. I wish this was in a remotely useful spot. Oh. Also, I wish I knew where the hell anything was around here. Just south of Tada, which is presumably this town, which presumably means that if I do that, there's our person. I remember Hanzo being described as not a ninja, just a pretty good samurai lord who knew how to use spies well, which I feel like is also just every ninja. Right? Broadly speaking, it's just a guy what does sneaky things. And who's allowed to be a spy? Literally whoever's good at it. So I know there's one fight in the 1570s where a certain Hashiba Hideyoshi is described as doing things in a secret way. So Hideyoshi's a ninja confirmed. Yep, totally. The whole concept is frankly a bit silly. I'm going to be real. Sup?
Yasuke, 白金御前は多田銀山のどこかにおる。ここの守りが厚い。それには及ばぬ役目。
Surely I can help. No. Yes, yeah, because he simply parkours so good on his ninja missions. True. I recommend doing nothing. Sup, gang? Presumably, the spot I actually need to go is over here. Yep, I'm proceeding with caution. This is me proceeding with caution, guys. What? Look at me go. No. Huh? No. They seem to almost be able to understand what's going on here. New codex entry? Not yet. That was a location discovery. In order to get a codex entry off of this, we do need to find a shiny. That being said, let's see if there are any shinies around here. Ta-da! Nope, that's not there. There should be... It looks like there should be one sort of on the north side of town. So I know I just like started this off by stabbing people. I did just get a list of where things are for codex entries. Because it seems kind of... Oh. Sup. Glad I killed those two guys. Love participating. Oh. Apologies. Is it not? Is it not there? Did I... Is it like up the hill? Because of course, the codex entries are not marked. Because why would we mark them on the map? So that way anyone is able to find them in a reasonable amount of time if they're trying to hunt them down specifically. There should be one on the Ikuno mines. I guess the related question is, do I already have it? That would make sense. That would be an important thing. Economy and commerce. No, I do not. Cool. So there is one in this area. I promise. If you see a giant glowy thing, say something. It must be up in the mine area. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, you're also Christian. I guess that makes sense if you're a Templar. Right, that's neat. It is neat. They are doing a really good job on representing how relatively freely Japanese Christianity, Shinto, Shugendo, and Buddhism all exist. Yes, the average D&D player experience. I haven't met a puzzle that the strategic application of gratuitous violence won't solve. He's so relatable, chat. There's something funny about discovering. Ta-da! True and real. She's teaching them out of a book. Out of a European bound... Out of a European book. Are you also Christian? Are we having Sunday school? Is this just Sunday school? Golden Week is happening. Might find some history games on sale. It's good. Worth checking. There is the Ludo Narracon going on Steam right now. So. Well, thank you for the tea ceremony.
細川玉じゃ。南蛮人には白金御前と呼ばれておるが、私
Uh-huh.
が望んだことではない。
銀の取引をされておるのも望むところではないとお見受けいたすが、いかに。
そなたの名は聞き及んでおるが、いかなるものかは知らぬ。何故ここへ参った。
十字の首飾りをした南蛮人を探しに。
見つけたら。
First thing you see while searching Shinsengumi dating sim. Well,
生かしてはおかぬ。
さようなことができると。
奴はいずこに。
そのものを知っておるなら、何をなせるかも承知しておろう。
御前、わざわざそれがしを呼ばれたからには、
well, there you
な
go.
せるかすでにご存知のはず。どうか奴の居場所を必ずやお助け申す。
いや、助けてもらうために呼んだのではない。
力は
Oh, good. She drugged us.
何故に
命に従ったまで。
命とは。
織田の大男か。あの忍び友ども
Also, Yakuza Ishin is $15. Huh. Good to know, Jakista.
だが、それはまだよ。しかし、デュアルテに加え有能な駒だったあの武将まで仕留めてしまうとは、もはや見過ごすことはでき
So this is our real bad guy.
今の小娘を探すのは一苦労だが、お前は早すかった。私の素性を知る者は少ないというのに、方々を訪ねて回っていたそうではないか。
Oh boy. What do you mean? We killed one Portuguese guy, we killed one Japanese guy, and that got Ninokata's attention.
殺してくれる。
何か言ったか。まあ聞くまでもない。白金御前、よく誘い出してくれた。これで邪魔が一つ減る。光秀を殺したのはこの者の一味だ。お前の父が小娘の手で屈辱の死を遂げるのをこいつは見ていたのだ。
You're Kashi Mr. Hide's daughter.
憎き父の敵、私に打たせてくださいませ。
それでこそ明智の娘。
Well, this is gonna go interestingly. This guy is Portuguese.
このところ銀を収めるのが遅いようだな。それを改めるならば、この男は任せよ。
しからばお望みのままに。
では、これを使うがいい。
Don't worry, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Also,
口を聞くな。そなたは死んだことにする。本能寺の一件より前、父上は南蛮人への心中の証として、私と弟をここへ送った。今、彼はこの地の富を根こそぎ奪わんとしておる。銀はそこをつき、私や弟を据え置くよしもない。父上は我らをここにかくまい、本能寺より急ぎ戻られるはずであった。
yeah.
そなたの
He kind of ensured that wouldn't happen himself.
ならばこそ 何故それがしを生かそうとするのか。
そなたは必ずや私を助けると申した。あれが誠だと信じるからじゃ。
ならばカロの居場所を。
なれどその前に私を助けてくれるか。
物資に二言はない。
Uh-huh.
カロは手下の影に隠れておる。そなたの密偵では、
Uh-huh.
男は見つかるまい。私が裏切らぬよう、弟の光義が人質に取られておる。ここから北の亀山城にな。弟は私に残された最後の血縁じゃ。この地から遠ざけるのを手
Right.
伝ってほしい。聞き入れてくれるならば、望み通り、あの男をくれてやろう。
待て、死んだはずのそれがしと共におるところを見られてはまずい。
城への手引きがいるであろう。
いや、カロを差し出すと誓うのであれば、何があろうと弟君を連れて戻る。
カロとはいかなる因縁があるのだ。共に行けぬのなら確かめておきたい。
Plot, 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 plot.
私の話。
Give me the lore. Who is this man?
奴とその仲間に奪われたものがあるのだ。
つまり
No?
奴からそれを取り返そうというのか。
裏切ったとてこちらに利はない。弟君は無傷で連れ帰る。
ならば光義を助け出したら愛宕神社で落ち合うとしよう。
No? Oh, good. Goody, 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 good. What have I planned playing? I'll probably do some more Ginger, yeah. Otherwise, I have not fully made decisions regarding what is to come after this game. There's not a lot in the... Right, there is not a lot in our upcoming game releases. We never did finish Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. We could return to that. You're absolutely correct. You recommended Blueprints. Blueprints could be interesting. It's a game that I don't know that I... like... Super Duper says, yeah, I want to do that one. It's a little Metroidvania. That's got... we play as a little flower kami. And it's great. We were pretty close to the end of that one, too. But, yeah, so I think we're gonna do some variety of smaller games. But what that exactly looks like is still very much open. I will figure it out before it matters, but yeah. I do not fully super duper know. Whoop. Who? Huh? Oh, for God's sake. Out of sight. There we go. You have discovered that Shinsengumi is a dating sim. Is apparently a very popular combo. Is Clair Obscur on my radar? It is, but I'm playing that for me. That game is incredible, but I do want to play that. Oh, well. For my own enjoyment, because it's a game that I think I would struggle to play on stream. Mostly because you've seen me try and do QuickTime events. Really? Glad we did the brutal assassinate. Glad that's an ability we have in our game. Who's Clint? No. Stop. My God. Yup, someone got up there. And now Yasuke is wanted for the whole season in this region. And it sucks real bad. Why did we climb? Why did we try and climb the thing, Yasuke? And what planet was that the correct play? Ooh, there's guardians. That's fun and exciting. They will need to try harder for me to be like really scared of them, but you know, that's fine. Like, someone's casting gun and I'm really not worried about them. Though maybe I should be worried about them. I don't know. But yeah, you forgot the part where we met up with the, with Ashikaga. And instead of killing him, and being like, wow, look at all the, killing we could be doing. We, of course it's these... Ow. Turns out these guys are actually kind of a huge problem. I'm having to actually, like, you know, use some of my abilities? Or wait for this guy to ruin his friends. That's fine too. That's fine too. Like, all things considered, not a... kind of a surprising outcome, but what I'll take. Use a spear on Yasuke? Oh, fine. I'm a little bit preoccupied right now, but I'll get to it. Why is that man just using a hammer? Like, sorry, we have a perfectly good mace weapon. Big giant mace. And you instead are like, let me use a blacksmith's hammer and not even like a cool one? Anyway, I'm bored, so... There we go. Instead of our super customized thing, we can have a... Plus... We'll do that. Also, the ancient samurai weapon of gun. You got it, boss. Just cast gun. Works every time. Oh wait, seriously, there's supposed to be a... Yeah, wanted, yeah, whatever, who cares. There's supposed to be a codex entry somewhere around here to tell us more about the silver mines in this region. This is a decent amount of damage. And it's 2 for the price of 1. Oh, come on. Sir. Sir, you do not want to be around here right now. Sir. Stop it. There. That's what I say. I cast gun repeatedly. I cast just so many guns. And that'll totally work. No. Oh. Oops. No problem. Holy dismemberment. Yeah. I said oops. That completely makes it fine, right? I would still love to know where the codex is. I still cannot believe that they didn't make the codex actually appear on the map when you get close to it. So that way you can actually find this thing in something resembling a reasonable amount of time. You're still alive? That was actually news to me. I didn't think there was anyone around here who was still alive. Oh well. No. Stay back. I said stay back. It's not my fault they didn't listen. Well, this will make everything more of a nuisance, for no particular reason. Murder is actually very frowned upon in Japanese society, because against the traditional concept, which means to live. True. So real. No. Ooh. Ugh. 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 Anyway, there's the castle. Again, I really thought that there was a thing there. I'm annoyed that there isn't. Or that there doesn't seem to be a shiny. If it's like down here instead or something, I will be upset. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it super easy to tell where these are supposed to be. Not tea production. It was mines? Ichno mines. Huh. Yeah, we should have walked right past it. That's weird. That's so strange. Oh no, okay, it's farther over. Gotcha. It's at a different valley town nestled in the mountains. That explains why it was not. Nope, it's just in a different spot. It's a town that looks almost exactly identical. That is one valley over. You'll forgive my confusion. Yeah. Everyone's mad at me, I know. Yeah. Oh good, it's a spot to do absolutely nothing of value. Anyway, if they're already mad at me, they can't get mad at me for, whoop. Doing this, right? Oh boy. A prison to his son. Well, whatever are we going to do about that? They're already mad at me. They can't get more mad at me. Let me through. I'm busy. I'm busy, guys. I appreciate that my solution to the entire, you know, samurai problem is, just kill them. You know, you're supposed to hit me with those. You do know that, right? Admittedly, that's what you get when you try, but like, you do understand that you're supposed to hit me with your hammer swings and not just swing them around to look good. But I didn't kill you? Thank you. Oh, goodbye. I guess I could just not ground attack you, that's fine. That's fine too, I guess. I don't know why there's not a... Oh, I don't have a skill that's just spin to win. I mean, I'm using a spear. Surely. Goodness gracious. Remember when this game failed to decapitate someone in a cutscene? Even though Yasuke did the like thing to decapitate someone? Remember how that was like 4 minutes ago? Or... Oh, stop it. Well, this continues to be fascinating. Dang it, I was hoping that this would be a Samurai Daisho. Unfortunately, I was incorrect. Oh well. Oh well. What am I supposed to do here now besides continue to be aggroed on everybody? Just a lot of people here to aggro on. A lot of these guardians. I whiffed. Don't worry, I've got a backup plan. Ow. Please stop. Please stop. My goodness gracious. I mean, I'm still not scared. I'm just annoyed. You are the problem. Well, you're like half of the problem. Oh, the other thing I've been noticing is, we're definitely having the, parkour fight us more and more recently. You. Oh my god, that completely unnecessary. Whoa. Ow. Oh, that's another Guardian. That's really unlucky. What? Who? Huh? What? How? I got one shot. Despite everything, I got one shot. Anyway, I suppose I should be a little more careful. Yep. Cool. Just run away. Just run away. See? I stomped the ground so hard his head exploded. Exactly. Am I not gonna, like... Why? Don't you dare. Fine. Better. But I got opportunities to do cool things. Yep. Cool, and there's another Guardian up. You noticed that, huh? But this man is really not taking damage. For gunshots supposedly being, like, incredibly strong in terms of numbers, it's kind of amazing how little they do. What? Do you really recommend doing that? 'Cause I don't. Like, good God. Yay, I got 2 money for all of that work. Two whole monies. Yay, my favorite. Yes, yes, freak out. Yep. Admittedly, you know, least inaccurate, least inaccurate matchlock just quietly accomplishes literally nothing for a lot of effort. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Where does this lead? I don't know. Is it going to be in the middle of a bunch of enemies? Probably. Probably. Come on down here. No? You're not gonna come out here? I'll just have to come up to you. At least I got one of the two scary guys on the first go. You in particular need to not. Come on down. No? What did I say to that? He's better at this than I am, chat. This is awful. Oh good, he's gonna summon reinforcements. Ow. Ow. What the heck? What the heck are we doing? What is going on? What is even happening right now? Seriously, can anyone explain to me anything about what is going on in the game right now? Maybe we should play the ninja for the infiltration, but Yasuke Quest, the narrative drama. Oh, he's dead too. Nice. It seems that my wanted status is making the game spawn just a lot of guards. I'm also just randomly grabbing onto things that I'm not supposed to be grabbing onto. But you're right, this does seem to be partially a consequence of the wanted status, that there's like 6 guys looking at me all the time. I wish I had a grenade. I would kill for a grenade right now. Also, I'm eating a lot of inputs. As the game, I think, gets more and more confused, more and more of my animations are just, like, not working quite as intended. Oh, cool. Another. Why am I going down? Hi, yes. Video game. Video game. Cool. This is the first time I think the game has really properly broken. You know? I mean, that counts for something. This game has been extraordinarily stable. But it is no longer being that. And yeah, I think you're right to say that it's with the wanted status. And basically it has just spawned. It has spawned so many guardians that it is just genuinely confused as to what everyone else is supposed to be doing. And so, their position is broken. I don't even... Oh. Damn. He aggroed on me. Oh well. Oh hey. Which is... This is top to bottom a fascinating experience. Ooh, rations. Just please give me my food back. I was a little bit scared there for a moment. Am I gonna remember to attack, or are you just gonna, like, stand there? Of course, more guardians spawned. I swear, these are the only guys that are actually, like, functioning correctly. Right? If it's a whole suite of these guys that have spawned, by the way, I'm going to be extremely upset. Like, if it's the full complement... Oh, you're gonna cast gun? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what's working correctly now? Your ability to throw guns at me? I appreciate the vigor, just not the conclusion. Spawning them immediately off camera seems unfair. Yeah, no, it's awful actually. Why can't I get an Odachi like that? Right, did you see how long that man's sword was? I could have had that the whole time, but no. Anyway. Please don't spawn any more guardians. I'm not in combat. I'm being good. I'm being sneaky. I'm not causing infinite pain and suffering to the video game. My clothing is still broken, but like, don't worry about that. Like, just don't worry about that. The AI is doing its darndest. Its darndest just isn't very good. Ooh, please go away. You're an annoying one. Switch back to bow for easier stealth, I deserve it. I appreciate that. After what we've been through with this video game, I agree, I do deserve it. Specifically this video game, for right this second, apparently. Oh good, just entering the menu, fixed my clothing. Isn't that fun and exciting? There's a specific arrow typing game that basically is the equivalent to the kunai. So, if I just go find that, then yeah, so you know, throwing 2 bullets into someone's head does nothing. Well, that's lovely. Lacquered furniture. Beautiful. This man will try. He's gonna fail. He's gonna try. He's gonna try. I see walls do nothing sometimes. It seems mostly here things have gone very poorly. Right, it's less the thing in the game in general doesn't care about walls so much as this particular castle. The game has struggled to care about walls. It was an interesting experience all around. Okay then. Let's... Oh, there's a lore! Chat, you see the lore? Okay. Do I have... any information? Yay! Daimyo clans! Open Codex. Between the 16th and 19th centuries, the functioning of feudal clans depended on a clan leader increasing control over his peers and vassals. The daimyo were structured into several groups: the Ichiman, the Fudai, the Tozama, and minor direct vassals. Generally, the Ichiman were members of the lord's family who, according to principle of indivisible succession, no longer benefited from a share of the domain. They only occupied the upper echelons among the lord's vassals, and the latter compensated them in rice or currency. The Fudai were generally the most stable group. They were mostly loyal warrior companions of the lord or their descendants. Additionally, the Fudai could include warriors whose domain was close to the daimyo, but they had chosen to ally with him instead of fighting for territory. The Tozama were foreign lords. Their domain was absorbed into the daimyo's as he extended his domination through war and annexation. As a result, they were most often defeated enemies who became allies through force of circumstance. Essentially, they preferred to capitulate and accept their new condition rather than be annihilated. The lord placed them in the position of vassal, but kept them under surveillance. Minor direct vassals formed the personal guard officer corps and owned land directly on his domain. Women were officially not included, however they had a voice when they had the lord's ear. The That feels like that was missing something. Right?
Yup.
Like, the information in it is all good, but there was... building on yesterday's conversation... like, there's something... there's an oddity there. Also, where is this big shiny? Like, is it directly above me? Yeah. Hack. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Seems a bit like going to try and explain what a daimyo is, but they didn't even really explain what a daimyo is. Oh. Gotcha. That's the chest I can't open, with gear that I definitely care about. Yep, totally. Cool, so, where's the kid? He is in his castle. Like, I don't think I want to throw a scout here just to get me a pinpoint. Just inside this building. He was just in there this whole time. Cool.
Cool. でかしたぞ。後のことはそれがしに任せるがよい。
Cool, 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 cool. Good thing I've already completely murdered everyone inside this castle. Oh, good. We orphaned another small boy. That makes 2 small children that we have orphaned in this game, by the way.
三吉殿か。
Just a fun fact.
殺すつもりならばさっさといた
Did you remember that?
いや、脇差しをこちらに渡せば、もののふの死に様を見せて使わそうぞ。
それがしは安家。玉殿の頼みで参上した。姉上が愛宕神社でお待ちだ。
姉上が愛宕か。されど、南蛮人のバルタザールに刀を奪われたのだ。このまま向かうわけにはいかぬ。
We're worried about the sword.
三吉殿を救うために。
We're worried about the sword right now, kid.
渡られたのだ。そなたに何ここでは話すとえ。それがしから離れぬよう。その身には指一本触れさせぬ。
なぜそこまでして助けるのだ。
玉殿にそう約束したゆえ。
それは先ほど聞いた。なれど我らを助けて何を得られるというのじゃ。
正しきことをなす機会。
さようか。わかった。
Oh, cool. Cool. Kid, keep moving. I'm glad these guys were just waiting here the whole time. I disagree. These guys in particular suck so much. Right, exactly. They're the equivalent of the Templar elites, but they seem to mostly exist if you're in the wanted status. We'll make sure that these guys are... Hello? Please actually hit the shot. Please actually hit the shot. These arrows are going straight into this person. They're filling certainly the same gameplay niche.
ここはそなたが先に行け。ここで待っておるゆえ。
Again, with this, just like not hitting shots that I should be hitting. Hopefully there's a refill on arrows around here. Yeah, refill on arrows. My favorite. Oh, cool. Thanks, tutorial. Very cool of you. Very necessary.
バルタザールメはよく中庭におる。我が刀を見せびらかしておるのだろう。
必ず愛宕神社へお持ちする。道はご存知か？
父上と何度も参った。案ずるな。
ではお行きなされ。ご無事で。
And we go back into this to get the katana back. Is what I hear. Uh-huh. One. Two.
言ったであろう。返してもらうと。いざ愛宕神社へ。
Oh, great. Good. It just warped into my hands. Optimal circumstances. Nothing bad happens here. There we go. We have unbroke the game. We got back on track. We recovered from the 18,000 guys around. We had a good time. Now, does that help me get over to here? I don't know, but that's fine. This still doesn't really feel like the end game, does it? Like, I'm going to be honest. For being about to take out several of the last most important people in the entire metaplot power structure, this does not feel a whole lot like I am actually close to done. There we go. We go up, we go up. What? Is this really what you want to do right now? Is that really what you want to do right now? Okay. Hang on, that's a lore. Mount Otago. Yay! It has long been the place of worship like Mount Hiei was. Cool. Prior to the Honachi incident of 1582, Akechi Mitsuhide visited the Otago Shrine, presumably to pray for victory, which gave rise to a popular tale. It said that Mitsuhide drew lots 3 times to decide whether to attack Oda Nobunaga. The following day, he held a Renga meeting at the shrine and made his intentions clear by starting the event with a poem expressing his desire for absolute power.
では共に
あの刀をバルタザールメに奪われた時はあまりに悔しく涙が出た。拙者には何一つ。
You are like 8. Child, you are a child.
赤子のような己に怒りが湧いてきた。
No! What do you mean get mad at yourself for acting like a small child? You are a small child.
ものの筆あればこそその思いを大事にされよ。悔しさを抱き、時にさらけ出したとしても恐れてはならぬ。何も感じぬは何も信じぬに同じ。涙を拭うはもののたればこそだ。
ヤスケ、愛わかった。ヤスケ。
Hey, look, we're a better dad than his dad was.
姉上のおかげで無事に戻れました。姉はこれで役目を果たせました。さあ、この地を立ちますよ。されど、あのカロなる男、放っておくわけには。もう気にせずとも良いのだ。して父上の刀は。では早く、すぐに立ちますよ。
Oh, good. We did give it friends way out. Child, you look ridiculous.
父は戦の前に必ず愛宕神社に参拝し、あの刀と共に神々の加護を祈っておられた。その刀は弟が継いだが、あの子はそれで何をするかをすでに決めたようじゃ。
告げるのか。
どう亡くなったか知る必要はない。光吉は刀をここに奉納し、父に別れを告げる。ここのところ、あまりに多くの者が死んだ。そなたが何をなせるかも分かった。
Yeah, did you see how we broke the fabric of reality in order to rescue your brother?
そなたが他の者と違うことも分かっておる。名を上げるための戦ではなかろう。
It was pretty cool.
故にそれがしを助けたと。
あの刹那は引き金を引こうかと迷うた。されどカロに向けたそなたの目を思い出してな。最初は憎しみかと思うたが、よく見れば違った。そなたの真の姿がそこに現れたように見えた。そしてそなたが敵ではないと分かったのだ。
玉殿もカロの死を望まれて。
あの男の死を毎日祈っておった。我が父、
Yeah.
我が家や一門を地の底に落とした男じゃ。私はこれまでのことを過去に置き去りたい。力に飢えた者らに振り回されるのはもうたくさんじゃ。
Good on you, girl. Just get out of
そ
here.
れがしとて同じ。いくら時が経てど消えぬ悲哀が己を捉えて離さぬのだ。それと対峙するためならば死をも辞さぬと己に誓うた。
今もそう思うておるのか。
いや、死をもって何かをなすのではなく、大切な者らのために生きたいと。
What? No, come on.
その者らと相まみえるたび、いかなる苦難からも守ろうという気概が高まるのだ。弟君を見ておると、それがしが大切に思って。
No, does he have dead
そなたなら
dadly trauma? Does this man have dadly trauma?
帰れよ。
それがしの目に誠の姿が見えたと申されたが、それは
信念じゃ。武田城、カロはそこにおるはずじゃ。
Cool. New quest, end of the line. In Pamba. Oh. There. I have cleared our regional alert. Apparently I could do that the whole time. That was news to me. Don't judge me. Cool. So this is sort of a dead end. There's apparently a shit ton of stuff up here in terms of lore, but we're heading over here after I get some more water. Because I was working outside and so I am very thirsty. So I'm going to quick give you all some snails. And I'll be back very shortly for us to do the final stab for real this time, I promise. Yay! Alright, welcome back everyone. How are we doing? Yeah, Arcana, something I've been kind of two minds about is how much they're leaning into the warrior aspects of this warrior culture. Like, they're almost really meaningfully critiquing it. Almost. What the hell is going on here? Is there actually anything here, or is it just surprise bandits? Like, are we just surprise banditing? Exactly. They're pretty consistently stopping just a little bit shy of doing it, of actually critiquing it. Which is, you know, not world ending. But right, it's a fair enough thing for them to do, because I think they're quite faithfully representing the priorities of the various people as it is represented in the narrative that the game is part of. Like, it is pretty much right to be like, yeah, this is a society that is self-destructively obsessed with the symbols, the material symbols of honor. And I mean, that's fine. Right up until everyone gets got. And this is, to be clear, very much a attitude that just, it got a lot of people killed unnecessarily. Proving how brave and cool you were by your capacity to do violence was always stupid. And furthermore, I don't really feel like we should be celebrating the I don't really feel like there's much room. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Dang it. Where's this thought going? Let me try and put a coherent sentence together for a change. That's always an interesting endeavor. Basically, right. They're faithfully representing it, but like, there was a literal actual child who was obsessed with retrieving a piece of metal over saving his own life, and was tried to bottle up his feelings about his distress at his captivity and the taking of a memento of his father, and tried to bottle it up because that's what a warrior is supposed to do. Like, there's no universe in which this is a healthy society. No matter what they're trying to do with it, like, this is not a healthy, functional society. And they almost critique it. They almost agree and say, yeah, this whole society is kind of lost. But they run into a problem in that everything the player does is something that will reinforce this. Right? Like, at all turns, the player's action needs to reinforce the legitimacy of this society, because that's the mechanical toolbox that we were given. I only have one thing. I need to unlock the Kakarega, I need to restock, and then I need to try this again. And so they come up with, you know, well, please, Yasuke, I understand that you're ready to go, but like, chill. Right, they basically try and get around it by saying, oh yeah, these people are, you know, doing equally obsessed with the brutality of the society, and equally okay with inflicting egregious family-ruining levels of violence. But as long as they just do it, you know... I didn't get my silent arrow back? Damn it. That's so sad. There we go, I got that one back. Maybe I can get this one back too? Aw, no dice. Do I not have the gear equipped that lets me recharge or that makes arrows less likely to break? I feel like I don't. I feel like I may just have the wrong... I may just have the wrong weapon equipped. 100% chance to lead arrows from dead bodies. That's a handy thing. Though, I will take this as a chance to refill. I mean, if I do it right, it shouldn't matter how strong the actual bow is, because I'll just be like... I'll just be obliterating them. What's up? Right, quite clearly this game does not believe that, that the problem with the Sengoku Jidai is that there was simply too much violence.
Kumo no naka ni aru toいう武田城か。そこまで登ってゆくとしよう。
Right? Do we think that's fair to say? That the problem... This game does not believe the problem with the purposeless violence and the perpetual violence of the Sengoku Jidai is the violence part of it.
ヌーのカロ、今行くぞ。もはや逃げ場はないと知れ。
Okay, one guy there, one guy there. Anyone else behind? Yeah, that seems fair. It's kind of a big deal though, right? Like low-key kind of an issue. Right? Broadly speaking, the... Seriously? Well, there we go. That was needlessly annoying, but it just failed to get the brutal assassinate. Oh well. Yeah, restocked. Why did they all aggro on me? Oh well. That's what they get for all aggroing on me. Shout out to it somehow. Oh Christ. That's horrifying. Never mind, I take back that's what I get. No one deserves that. Why is that rendered so lavishly? Wow, this castle is quite large. Good for it. I mean, that's a not insubstantial bit of effort to get this thing up and going. Is there a reason to go most directions here? I think I just... oh. I think I just do that. What happened to that? There we go. There's my arrow back. And there's that guy though. I'm glad I'm doing this at night though. It definitely makes this easier. But does this seem too easy for a final infiltration? Don't say that out loud. There's so many ways this could go wrong yet. I'm sure if I get the alarm called on me that I will end up in a lot of trouble very fast. Speaking of which, let's take care of that. Do you think he got the actual aggro off? No, he did not get the reinforcements off. There we go. No problem. Let's swap back to this. Like, it feels like the stakes are definitely climbing and climbing fairly fast here. Mostly I think it's just we picked the best possible time of day to do this. Like, honestly, this is the best possible time in the day-night cycle for us to do this infiltration. Almost completely negates it. Or would otherwise maybe be quite scary. Also, silent arrows are pretty good. Dang, we're running out of nighttime though. I'm gonna be able to get away with half the guards are asleep. Speaking of nighttime, have we helped our monk friend yet? Absolutely not. Not even a little bit. Why do you ask? Seriously. Ah, he'll be fine. What could possibly happen that's bad to him? Do I need a key or something to unlock this big giant door? Cause like, Yasuke cannot climb that. Yasuke does not have that as a available entry point. And I guess maybe I don't need to. Maybe he is just around the corner this way. I mean, wouldn't that be hilarious if he's just out in the open? I suppose, safely, very much inside his castle, but out in the open. No. Okay. Confront Karo. But no, this is an Assassin's Creed game, so of course he'll still be alive.
辺りは血の海、午前の姿はございませんでした。
織田の大男の言葉をあの女が聞くとは。
Oh good, he's racist. Anyway, do you think this man deserves a dignified fight? Absolutely not. Let's choose this one. Copy that.
私のこれまでを知っているかのようではないか。
無論だ。
Oh. No, no, we get flashbacks.
大丈夫。
Yeah, what? He's a... That gun will not work in this weather. That gun should not have worked in this weather. Yep, they suck real bad. Is that? Do we think that's Tsuyu? Do we think that's how Naoe's mother died? No, that's a different person. Also, Yasuke's super dead in that water. So then, then Alessandro Valignano's ship pulls him out of the water.
Yasuke. Foi necessário. Precisava de dar exemplo ao A morte da tua mãe ensinou a todos como eu encarava a insubordinação.
Well, unfortunate.
Todos, excepto a ti. Não é normal ver cadáver falar tanto. Então, o que queres?
The lip sync broke again.
Vingança? Receio que isso de nada te valerá. Já temos as relíquias.
Não por muito tempo. Garantiremos isso.
Nós? Diogo. Eu fui enviado para aqui porque mais ninguém na minha organização se importava. E vê só o que eu conquistei. Olha à tua volta, Diogo. Tudo o que vês é meu. Esta terra, os seus recursos, o seu povo. Deverias entender isso melhor do que ninguém.
Podes colocar 100 ou 1000 homens entre nossos dois, caro. Que não há diferença. Estás à vontade para vê-los morrer a todos.
Well, he'll happily do just that.
Meus amigos, a recompensa por escravos fugidos será dada hoje. Mas só o aceito
Foge.
morto.
Não vai adiantar nada.
Matem-no.
It's raining.
Concentrarmos no que importa.
Yeah, with the lip sync being broken, quite a few things broke alongside that. It's a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. I offer them the finest. Ow. I have to kill his men too. I mean, I was going to do it anyway, but I didn't realize that was the objective. I thought I was just doing it for fun. Hello, Kita! Welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it. How does this work? I can go in there and then up and then over. Okay. We are about to... Well, we're finally uncovering Yasuke's tragic backstory. And it's, very tragic and... Yup. But we get to kill a Templar about it, so, is there not actually a second floor to this room? Huh. Here I was thinking I knew this way up, and then Yasuke runs into a wall. Exactly. Just up there is where the man we need to beat up is. I'm having a difficulty actually finding where the stairs are. Right in the center of the building. You know, that checks out. Oh, you're not... What, is that... Turns out I can't block the bullet. Ow. Stop it. Damn it. Exactly. We will not kill this man fairly. This man does not deserve to be killed fairly. I need to let it go? Are you nuts? Why does this man remotely think this is a reasonable solution? Also, I appreciate that he's a chump. Just for the record, I appreciate that all evidence points to him being an absolute chump right now. Was mainly cool because he's got better people working for him. Though, better might be a strong word. Were you looking for something? Yeah, civil.
どの口で抜かしおる。見苦しいぞ。
母の敵を撃ったからといって何になる。考えろ。
Ooh, that was a big hit. Good for you. Nice shot. Really digging the music. Guess that's the Templar. Silent arrow. Are there loud ones? But those ones insta-kill, and that makes them good. And yes, this is the Templar. He's the big bad of the game. Anyway, he went squish. He's not dead yet. He's got, like, everything broken, but guess he's not dead yet. I don't know how you survived that, but, really digging the music. The music ruled. It was so good. Yeah, I mean, he's... Oh. Phenomenal. Well, Yasuke, it's a good thought. I admire your optimism, right? Why is this one?
破滅のな。
減らず口を。
テンプル騎士団に挑むとは。愚の骨頂。さらばだ、ディオ。
Hey, that was a sick shot.
我が名は安家だ。
If anyone can bulldoze the Templars, it's Yasuke. Sadly, kind of by definition, he does not. But hey, maybe we'll get another anomaly to talk about it. Wow. What? Well, wait, that's the, there is a lot of post-game. Ooh, yes. Historical consultant and archaeologist. Professor Keiichi Nakajima and Professor Pierre-François Soiri, and consultant in pre-modern Japanese language and culture, Professor Sachi Schmidt-Hori. Good. They all did really good work. There is an epilogue. Just let's be clear, there is an epilogue through this. So it's not like we're going to be done. But I appreciate all these people, but I will get DMCA'd if this keeps going. So we will have to skip the copyright music. And we will have to continue with our post-game. Hey, it's a season change. You know. Yeah, we got a trinket. Incredible. Our ultimate reward for completing the main plot of the game is actually a really good, let's be clear, a very good trinket. +1 damage per unspent mastery point capped at 200%. So, neat. I guess let's go finish the last side story? Because Yasuke's done. And now he's done. So in terms of the League, that leaves Junjiro's side story as like the last one for the League. So I guess let's do that. And then after that, I don't know. It's a nice thought, right? That this game's like, oh yeah. Right? Through the unification of Japan, we will accomplish good stuff and prevent bad things, and it'll be great. And the Templars won't get any chance to do lots of problems. Yeah, we just never recruited someone. Don't worry about them.
きっと堺まで声が響いておるな。
あの高2がそこら中を墨だらけにした。本気で叩かれたんだ。謝らねばならん。一人目の味方なのだろう。お前がならお前が。
Oh dear. I see this went well.
恐れ知らずのお頭よ、いかになさる？
あまり手荒なことはしとうない。私が鍵を開けて純次郎を引きずり出そう。
Why is he in the box?
何があったか申せ。
わかったよ。炭をこぼしたんだ。大事なものを作っていて、ついうっかりな。綺麗にしようとしたが、炭だから。
何を作っとった？
旗だ。ここのみんなの。でももう
Aww,
作るのはやめた。
cute.
あの灰の茶を飲まされた場所に捨てたし。俺はもうこの長持ちからね。
灰の水。ああ、みんなで儀式を行った場所か。純次郎の旗はそこじゃな。
No, that seems about right. I think you're supposed to laugh. Just go hide in the box. What's up?
雲海の手合いに勝ったか。
Yay!
技を使ったな。
Are we just gonna leave him there? Yeah.
娯楽のための手合いは嫌っておられるのかと。
勝ったのだろう。そして囚われた者らを解き放った。
Aww.
咎めよう。
Hi, Kita's cat.
長持ちから出てくるやもしれん。
So, do we have to like actually engage with like the hideout mechanic? Or is it just, or do you just have a spot that we're gonna drop it? Just a spot we're gonna drop it. There you go. Oh boy.
やるじゃないか、純次郎。気に入ったか、ヤスケ。
この地に来てからというもの、それがしは敵味方を問わず、あまたの旗を目にしてきた。だがどんな旗よりも、この旗が一番立派だと思うぞ。
私もだ。やったー。おとみ、炭をこぼしてすまん。
純次郎、何かを残すような人になると思ってたよ。その始めがうちの床とはね。
You know, to prove that this is a secret society. Famously, secret, hidden, no notes. Mm-hmm.
おかえり。
すべて型がついたというのに、どうにも落ち着かんのじゃ。
Now you said it, not me.
一体何がしっくりこないってんだ
い。されど、その次とは、また仕官するか、人助けのために戦うのか。
生きるのさ。暮らしを立て、その実りを受け取ればいいんだ。人ってのは悩むもんさ。今のお前たちみたいにね。自分を大事にしな。
そうだな。かたじけない。
Delightful.
そして富もな。
はいはい。
Hello! Oh.
このモンラともちょっと話をしてきな。
We'll pause real quick. Hello, all of the lily pads folks. Lily, thank you so much for bringing them over. So, for all of my people, Lily is one of my absolute favorite people on this here Twitch.television. As a co-worker, JRPG streamer, and does really lovely, interesting work. Also does monster studies, like, as her job. It's pretty cool. For all of Lily's people, you probably know me, I'm around in her chat a lot, but my name is Adam. I am a museum curator, so I do history and history-ish games, and we actually just hit credits on Assassin's Creed Shadows about 5 minutes ago, kind of by accident. Ah, and Lily, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I super appreciate it. Hi, Showgrass. So yeah, we rolled credits about 5 minutes ago completely on accident. So now we're in post-game, which, is very good and is very well written. Yeah, I didn't realize it would just roll credits after we stabbed the one Templar. But we have plenty more stuff to do, so come hang out and we'll talk about some history. Right now, we just proved our secret society is super secret by making a giant banner that we can display everywhere.
みんな喜ぶだろうからね。
さて、他の者らと話すか。私が行こうか。
Now I.
お主が行くといい。
Usually Assassin's Creed finals are a little more obvious, right? Right. Oh, now we have to talk to everybody. You know, RPG finale. Just talk to all of the people all of the time.
安家、
思えば長い旅路であったな。
共に見たもの。
So, let's see.
大層な数じゃ。
共に。また、おのおのにな。まだ心の内で戸惑うておるところもあるが。
Did not, absolutely did not feel like a final. And Patty, thank you for the follow.
言ってくれれば助けになってやれたものを。
計りがたきものよな。
ではなぜ
百騎衆に父を殺められたお主、奴らを狩ると誓うた。奴らを見つけ、復讐を果たすことに迷いはなかった。
ああ。
されどそれがしは悪夢で見る以外、敵と再び相まみえられようなどとは思いもしなかった。故にここへ参った時、すべてを心にしまい、鍛錬と皆に尽くすことに専念したはずであった。
A healthy approach to your emotions. And the extremely traumatic backstory.
髪が掘り返されれば、それ自体、傷がごときもの。その隠し刃の一撃さながらに唐突であった。己も驚くほど怒りが大きかったゆえに、後に残ったうつろも大きいのだろう。
その気持ちはわかる。
Right? Look at Mirage Valhalla Odyssey, significantly more build up and a locked in world state. Yeah. This one's also tough though, because they picked in some ways the most obvious setting they could have done. So anyone who knows kind of anything about Japanese history, it's set around Oba Nobunaga's death, or Oda Nobunaga, I can't words, and the following days. Right, so Akechi Mitsuhide assassinating Oda Nobunaga at the temple at Honnoji at the temple of Honnoji in Kyoto, and the following days where Hashiba Hideyoshi or Toyotomi Hideyoshi kills Akechi Mitsuhide and cements his rule as the second unifier of Japan, and then will proceed to, do a lot of problem. Right? The problem with this period is, of course, the Sengoku period, right, doesn't end until 1598. Sort of. Kind of. Right? So, depending on how you count it, we have the entirety of Hideyoshi's reign before things really start to stabilize. Because Hideyoshi is going to do a lot of violence. Like, there is a lot of violence left to happen here. And then a campaign in Korea that goes disastrously. So, like, they can't really end on a satisfying note in terms of the arc of history. Because, oof.
前よりずっと目が輝いてるしな。新しいものを作ってるのか？
ああ、命を奪うのではなく、
Right? Near complete absence of not only the meta plot but the issue altogether. For the absence of the meta plot, it really is better. It is. Oh, good. You said you weren't going to make cooking knives. You said that was long gone. So, talk to Tomiko when you're ready. Great. So I can talk to everyone, I can also not do that.
こうして同じ家におるのはまだ妙な気分だがな。
共におることがか。
他の皆も含めてな。
Yeah.
だが何かを選べば嫌が王でも子玉が帰ってくるものだ。うん、心得ておるではないか。
Tomiko, what's up? Actually, before we do that, Before we talk to Tomiko, Junjiro, where are you? I mean, you're pretty cool too. Mr. Historical Figure who's in our party for some reason, what are you up to? Enjoying your not retirement? That guy who just wanted to talk to Yasuke is a historical figure. He helps teach... Supposedly, there's a folktale that he helps teach Tokugawa Ieyasu how to be cooler at swords. But he should be solidly in retirement right now. He's so cute.
トミーは何と言うとった。なんで老けた顔に描くんだいって聞くから。
Uh-oh.
前より上手くなったからさって答えた。
Oh no!
決め叩かれた。今度からはおとみじゃなく名前を書く。
Junjiro!
そうじゃな。それと他には。
What? That was the worst possible thing you could have told her. What's up? Don't say Momo. Oh, I called her his big sister, right? Oh, good.
探しても無駄じゃ。
なおえ、お主が生まれてよりずっと見てきたが、お主の成長と変化。
Thank you, Hattori Hanzo.
なれど、さらに驚くべきは、わし自身が変わったことであろうな。望みなど、無益で捨てるべき重荷と思うていた。
If you think this makes me forgive you, you're so wrong.
望みは重荷になるどころか、確固たる己を築くための礎になるのだということをな。礼と言ってはなんだが、二つのものをくれてやろう。
一体なんだ？
一つ目は未来の我らの姿を表すものだ。そして二つ目はある知らせを聞いた。なおえ、梅雨は思うておるより近いぞ。
Is that going to be the end?
服部半蔵。
And then what? We end with roll credits on our roll credits? No, sorry, we get another cutscene and then we roll credits after rolling credits. The Magatama, one of the imperial regalia of Japan was in the box. So we have returned the mirror, Amaterasu's mirror, and Amaterasu's Magatama, which were given to Naoe's mother by the Emperor of Japan for reasons TM. We still don't know where the sword is, though. Aww.
やっと私の新しい頭巾が脱いだか。おとみが脱げと言うから、かぶったまま走ると頭巾に目を追われ転げるとな。
お主にはまだ大きい。
今はな。けど俺もすぐ大きくなって。大きくなると大変じゃぞ。分かってるのか？
He is so cute. Actually,
やってできぬことはない。
best character. Right, honestly, a lot of what I like about this game narratively kind of centers on Junjiro. What a phenomenal character. To help kind of make everything happen. Yay! And now we get cooler, betterer. Extremely cool and good. Ground attacks now remove 2 health segments on hit. Is that just ludicrously strong? Oh no. Sorry, that's how you have to knock someone down first. Understood. Okay, that's a sick outfit. I'm going to be... Post-game content! Exactly. And by post-game content, I mean there's another rift. Do we know approximately where that is? Besides the end of the world? You know, I had to say something. Because you all are like, hey, there's no meta plot. Hey, there's no conclusions here. There's no worries, no problem, no anything. I say to that, what if there was? What if they actually told us a single thing about who we, the metaplot, actually are? I mean, compared to Valhalla, there was virtually no metaplot. You're so right on that front. Uh-huh. Nah, come on. Snakes are cute. I had little garter snakes in my yard while I was working on getting plants in. And they were just hanging out. Being friendly. Being chill. Okay, they didn't like the lawnmower very much, but like, that's understandable. Like, I don't blame them on that front. But when I was putting out the my new daylilies, they were very calm, and were just kind of curiously looking around. And it was good. Cool, that's not the right type of meta plot. Here I am looking for rifts and all of these marks of the shinies, and instead they're like, what if premium currency? They also make good pets as long as they don't get loose in the house. Neat. I mean, that, yeah. There it is. I found the plot. It's over here. And supposedly there's one more rift after this. What, am I supposed to just fling myself into the void? Fine. Right, I did think one of them was going to go into my house because it's like right next to a spot that they used to be hanging out in, but we did close that up. Pentagon to my left down in the water. Oh yeah, there sure is. Apparently that's the incorrect anomaly. So it's down, is it down at the bottom of the anomaly or is it somewhere else? Dang it, it's somewhere else. Fine. Whee! I missed! Okay, let me up. Zero. So I found a anomaly shard, but I don't actually know where these are. So let's just get up tops, up to the. Let's just get up to the top, and then we'll see what we can find. That's how that sentence puts together. There it is. I'll have to go over the top of the mountain. One. Do I know where number 2 is? Apparently around this way. There should be an actual, like, parkour route. I at least hope there's an actual parkour route. I assume there's a parkour route? Oh, it's over there. Fine. Oh yeah, there totally is a parkour route. Come on, give it to me. Then we go fling, and then we go, ah! And then we climb up here. And we go there. And then we go over here. And then the parkour route I had previously identified still is correct. I just got ahead of it. Alright, Assassin's Creed plot, what do you have for us this time? Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to slide off everything and fall to my death. Like that. Why is every time, like I swear the last 3 parkour runs I've done in this game have all been in the middle of a thunderstorm. That might just mean that there's a lot of thunderstorms. Anyway, this is us.
You've made it this far. The 3 of you.
This is the extent of what we know about who we are, is that we're made out of shinies.
Mere droplets in a gathering storm. When the time is right, there is more I can show you.
You will do no such thing.
Uh-oh.
At last. I miscalculated your capacity for deviation. You twisted the human against me. No, I'm just a humble guide. The human walks their own path. The only
This maybe isn't good.
You are referring to free will, an aberration within an already imperfect sum of components. An aberration, yes. One so troubling to you, I was born into existence. To demonstrate the imperative of human free will. And I served my purpose. The answer is before you. One human. Hardly conclusive. The human pathway to self-determination bends inward. A closed loop of violence, hatred, and dehumanization. If the very singularity that defines humanity also portends its extinction, then the first rule decrees they will be protected.
What first rule?
I've seen them unite.
What? Sorry, what first rule?
Sacrifice.
This is new lore.
On what axis do you measure their downfall? This is who they are, Ego. They will reject your programming, your smoke and mirrors. They will reject you. And you will risk everything. The human cannot be allowed to continue. You're afraid, aren't you? You were right to have your doubts.
Enough. I order you to bring them to me.
And I've been trying to tell you. It's out of our hands now. What happens to the human next is not for us to decide.
I'm so confused.
Never was.
I am so confused. Are these even Isu? They don't sound like it. These... Are these artificial general intelligences? They kind of... Either that or aliens. Like... Because the Assassin's Creed metaplot wasn't convoluted enough. Exactly. Also, there should be one more rift. What did you come into? Postgame. Welcome to postgame. Yeah. No, I guess that is all of them, because we already got the Heart of an Assassin rift. So, yeah, that's the metaplot all taken care of for this video game. No, the jewel was the Imperial Regalia, which is not Isu, they're just the Imperial Regalia, despite all being associated with gods and therefore prime candidates for Isu. I know, right? It's incredibly restrained. So anyway, my god, we are missing so many codex entries. But we have been going for 3.5 hours already. So I don't think it is a great idea for us to just try and run around this enormous map, including way the heck up here. There's apparently a ludicrous number. Here, let me just show you. Actually, this is so much easier to show rather than to try and elaborate on. So, there's the map of all the codex entries in this video game. Some fairly basic ones, I would say, are way up in the top left-hand corner of the map. Samurai, Japanese women, sumo, Tsuzumi. There's one about Takeda Castle, which we're not going to get because we did not get the viewpoint at Takeda Castle. So, you know, there's a ludicrous number of things. Ludicrous number of entries. Which we got some of. We got some of. We did okay on. But there's a lot. Why were there 3 codexes right here? In a spot that is fully optional. I still haven't figured that part out. There's just so many. There's just so many. And clearly they were never designed for people to see all of them, but like, holy moly. There's a lot. So let's just take a look at some of the ones we did get. Did we get the Emperor, actually? That's a fair question. What would that be? Legislation and Society? We did not get the Emperor. Maybe we'll go grab the Emperor here, since he's apparently pretending to be around and active in this world. Totally. Yep. With that lovely undiscovered location. Good God. And while we're doing that, I guess we can start transitioning into our final talk about this game. Because, yeah, we've finished the game, apparently. I don't know, it feels like we just kind of stabbed a guy, and then it was like, yep, congratulations, you're done. I was like, wait, what? But where's the build-up? Where's the drama? Where's the conclusions? And I don't know if this is just that they wanted to, DLC bait? They may have just been trying to DLC bait us. But, also, yeah. Yay, we got the final boss for, Naoe's half of the story is Hattori Hanzo, except you don't actually kill him, and also he appeared exactly one previous time in the entire game. Just like Toyotomi Hideyoshi is going to be in charge. Do we know anything about him? No.
お父はここを見たことがあるんじゃろうか。それにお母はどうじゃろう。
But he's going to be in charge because everyone knows this man here, lurking around somewhere inside this palace, is not going to be. The Emperor. The Japanese monarchy, I wouldn't call it a monarchy, but that's fine, is headed by a figure who has been called many things throughout Japan's history. Western countries often use the term emperor, although Christian missionaries in the 16th century referred to him as a pope and the daimyo as kings. Oh, Kita, totally fair. Thanks for hanging out. In truth, though he once ruled and reigned, the emperor had very little authority during this time. The dynasty's economic power had greatly diminished due to the collapse of the Shoen manor system and the decline of his military forces. The imperial court was sustained by the patronage of the great lords, who made their wealth from the lands they seized, which had once belonged to the court. The prestige of the imperial court was based on its dynastic lineage and its ability to bestow titles, a relic of an old symbol of codes from the 7th and 8th centuries that had been reduced to symbolic value only. Despite this, warriors still considered the emperor to be of high importance. Once Oda Nobunaga entered the Kyoto in 1573, he eventually abolished the Ashikaga shogunate, but never contested the imperial system. The emperor granted Hideyoshi the right to bear the name Toyotomi, which meant he became a high-ranking kuga, court noble by imperial decree, even though the court held only symbolic power. Then, Hideyoshi was appointed to positions such as Naidaijin, Inner Minister, Kanpaku, Imperial Regent, and Daijo Daijin, Chancellor of the Realm, positions that only the Emperor could grant, but which were nothing more than honorary titles. The Emperor, who had once been a monarch who ruled and governed, had become a purely symbolic figure, yet the warriors continued to accord him considerable importance despite the incessant civil wars. Similarly, in 1603, it was the emperor who confirmed the hereditary title of shogun, Sei Itai Shogun, great general tasked with the pacifying of the eastern barbarians, to Tokugawa Ieyasu. I mean, a really good entry, right? And one that I think does a lot to help reinforce the kind of core MacGuffins of the game. The idea that the Emperor, despite being purely symbolic and having nothing that resembles innate authority, is still someone that is respected and whose the material symbols and titles are things that still matter despite all, frankly, all sense. Neat. Overall, I feel like this is... Okay, I'm just gonna hard call it, this is a meta entry. 3, 2, 1. Nope, trustees of the British Museum. Dang it. Was the Emperor a mad entry? Nope, that's economy. Legislation and society. No, Tokyo National Museum. Huh. Good for them. What else have we got? Tsuruga, Obama, Arima Onsen. Yay, hot springs! Yay! Arima Onsen, one of the oldest hot springs in the country, has been famous since antiquity. Emperors and aristocrats of all eras came to bathe, and Kyoto's inhabitants even enjoyed the waters in the Middle Ages. In 1466, for example, a priest close to the shogun spent a month there, bathing during the day and taking banquets in the evening with acquaintances such as the shogun's painter and important vassals of powerful lords. Toyotomi Hideyoshi was certainly Arima Onsen's greatest admirer. He visited the hot spring at least 9 times, and in 1585 visited twice in a single year. In fact, he built several hot springs and a garden inside his residence, which were excavated in 1997, restored, and opened to the public. I love that. This codex still confuses me, though. Like, chat, why don't we have a people? Why don't we have people in here? Why don't we have, like, we have some things on the plot of the game. Like this one. Following the assassination of Oda Nobunaga, Akechi Mitsuhide aimed to take his place as the foremost warlord of Japan. However, Mitsuhide lacked support from influential parties that were necessary to consolidate his power. Even the support of his allies and those under his command began to waver as Toyotomi Hideyoshi gathered his army to avenge Nobunaga. Mitsuhide had approximately 10,000 men against at least twice as many under Hideyoshi's banner. Mitsuhide believed he could gain the upper hand by taking control of Mount Tennozan. He managed to lead his men across a narrow pass with the goal of establishing his position between Tennozan and the Yodo River. However, Hideyoshi arrived first with his troops, forcing Mitsuhide to abandon his strategy. Instead, he took up a defensive position on the opposite side of a small river. Niwa Nagahide and Oda Nobutaka, having joined their forces with Hideyoshi, took advantage of the compromised position and pressed the attack. Mitsuhide's forces crumbled under the assault, and within 2 hours his men were either dead or in retreat. Akechi Mitsuhide fled alone to Omi province and was killed by commoners or bandits. So, like... right. There, we just completely invalidated the plot, contradicted the stated plot of the game, which is neat. But that's fine. Right there, I mean, there's a lot of good things in here, but my god, they just... There's so much information. I guess if they learned how bad their entries for people were in Valhalla and said, nope, not doing that again. Yeah. But it also just seems to be, like, not a priority. Like, the codex seemed to be associated with world design. And otherwise don't seem to care. Which is odd. But regardless, I am not going to hunt down the half of the codex entries that we are missing here. That would be silly. That would take so long, and it would not be fun for any of us. So, I actually thought we were going to take a little bit longer today to take care of stuff than we actually wound up doing. Turns out, randomly wandering into the credits definitely does not help us that much. Yeah. Any plans to do the DLC when it comes out? Maybe. We'll see if the DLC is anything actually interesting, but also it's like a year from now, right? Like, we haven't even gone phase 1 roadmap, and the DLC is like way off in the future, so we'll see. It could be really fun. I hope that they would, if they whatever the DLC does, I hope that it leans into Hideyoshi's projects of subjugation. Makes us really wonder if we did a good thing here. Because, you know, I guess to wrap up the Sengoku Jidai, as well as this, Hideyoshi is going to use excessive amounts of force to cement his authority as the most powerful lord in Japan. He basically did this by killing Akechi Mitsuhide. Pretty much no one was in a position to challenge him after that. But once he gets acclaimed by the Council of Nobles, he enacts on a massive project of demilitarization. AKA going around with his warriors and forcibly taking everybody else's weapons. So, even though he was a commoner that was brought up and achieved the highest status in the land, he made damn sure to pull that ladder up behind him and took away a lot of, like, the remnants of the Iko-Iki, or any peasant groups that wanted to do anything like them. G-Samurai, most of Iga, etc., etc., and took away all their swords, and restricted that to the samurai class. Right, restricted the right to wear a katana to samurai or higher ranking. He then proceeded to go on campaign in Korea. Twice. Which went badly. Got a lot of people killed for no particular gain. He dies in 1598, and Tokugawa Ieyasu, who owns an enormous amount of land in north and eastern Japan, and he manages to get himself cemented with the hereditary title of Shogun. There's also ongoing policies back and forth with the Jesuits. The Jesuits are not going to have a good time of it, and the Kirishitan populations of Japan will, especially in Kyushu, the southernmost island of the main archipelago, are going to have a real bad time. So, yeah. It'll be great. I will be really curious, Space Nerd, to check out the works of Louis Froys, because Louis Froys was so chill and so good, and is our primary chronicler for the period. So anytime we get more screen time with him, makes me happy. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of our history friends live today here for the rest of it. So it looks like we will call it an evening here then. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. It's been great. This game has been loads of fun. Like, it's weird to say that about an Assassin's Creed game, but this game has been loads of fun. So, if you like this, we're going to pivot into more weird indie stuff for a while here. So if you like that, do make sure you're followed. And yeah, I will see you all very soon. Okay? Bye-bye. And of course, extra special thanks to our patrons who make this possible. Their names are on the side of the screen there. You can join them by clicking on that link. Thank you also to Paddy and Showgraz for the follows, and to Lily, both for the raid and for the resubscription. It's been an absolute delight to have you here. And again, I hope everyone has a good rest of their nights. Okay? Bye-bye.